साउंड तो चेक ही है। आवाज आ रहा है क्या करण? आ रहा है ना? करण आवाज आ रहा है? आ रहा है, ठीक है, चल तू स्टार्ट कर। स्टार्ट कर। मुझे सामने यूट्यूब दिखा। सामने यूट्यूब दिखा। कुछ भी नहीं कर रहा मैं। क्या करता है? अब तू मेरे को बोल, जब तू बोलेगा तब चालू करता हूँ। ओके। ओके। हेलो एवरीवन। नहीं आ रहा है। नहीं। ओके करण। यस। यस यस यस। करण, इट इज डन। ओके ओके ओके। इमरान, गिव मी अ confirmation, am I very much audible? हेलो इमरान। इमरान, am I audible? इमरान, am I audible? हेलो। हेलो। ओके ओके ओके। ओके ओके, चल बाय बाय। ओके। ओके बाय बाय, थैंक यू थैंक यू। बाय करण, थैंक यू। ओके okay. So hi kids, myself C Aditya and I welcome you all to the HighQ Innovate YouTube channel. Today's session is going to be a very important lesson for you, a very important session for you, because today we are going to discuss about that paper of which students are the most feared about. Before just starting the session, I want everybody to please give me a confirmation that am I very much audible to you. Please give me a confirmation. Am I visible? Am I audible? Only then I will be able to start the session, guys. Please. I just want you all to be active in the chat box and please tell me whether am I audible or not. Please. Please give me a confirmation. No display of camera. No display of camera. Okay, 1 second. Yes, Imran. You have the any desk? 1 second. सर एक बार कैमरा चला गया। Okay, guys. Okay, now I think there will not be any problem. Okay. Okay, guys. Now I think there will not be any problem. Now please give me a confirmation. Am I very much audible and visible to each one of you? Am I very much audible to each one of you? Am I very much visible to each one of you? Please give me a confirmation. Yes, I am visible. I am audible. Done. Lavanya, Abdul sir, Harini. Yes. Okay. I am audible. I am visible. Give me a confirmation so I can start this session. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. So first of all, sorry for the delay. There was a little technical problem. So I, see Aditya. Today I welcome you all to this very, very amazing session representing HighQ Innovate. And the name of the session is How to Approach Law Paper to Score More Than 70 Marks in Your CA Foundation Examination. See, students, you need to understand, out of all the papers that you have in your CA Foundation, the most important paper, the most interesting paper, the most difficult paper that students are very much feared of is CA Foundation law paper. Okay, sir, why is so? Why is there a problem with the law paper? So you need to understand one thing. In your mathematics, you know the problem. If a problem is given to you, you know the solution. You can easily answer the solution and score maximum marks possible. With respect to your accounts, okay, a problem is given to you, you can easily solve the solution. You are solving accounts since your 11th standard, and you can get marks as easy as possible for accounts also. But when I come to the paper law, with paper law, there is a problem. A question is asked to you. Even if the question is asked to you, even if the solution is known to you, you may know the solution also. A question is given, you may know the solution also. But still, you will not be able to write the law paper because of the language that they expect, because of the language that they expect, and because of the tricks that is there in the law paper, because of the difficulties that they have made the law paper. It is a bit problem for each one of us because of the difficulties involved, because of the language involved, and the most importantly, law is the only subject which is a totally new subject for you all. Accounts you are learning since your 11th standard, mathematics you are learning since your 11th standard, law is that subject which is totally new. Apart from this, we have our seniors. We have our those seniors who have told us that law is a very difficult paper, and that is also one of the reasons that students face a lot of difficulty and trouble in law paper. But sir, we want to clear CA foundation at any cost, sir. We want to make our parents proud. And sir, for that purpose, we need to learn how to approach law paper, because law paper is there in the CA foundation, sir. And Anna, we want to make sure that this attempt is going to be our last attempt, because this attempt is the last attempt of old course. After that, old course will not be there. The new course will there. And Anna, we want to be sure that this attempt is going to be our last attempt. Please tell us, how can you help us by clearing maximum marks in the law paper? And that is why we have gathered here together to understand the most important session of your life. So please tell me, you have to be active in the chat box for a very simple reason. I want to know that whether you are there in alignment with me or not. So please keep replying in the chat box. It's a humble request. Please tell me, do we want to understand how to score a maximum in the law paper? How to approach more than 70? Please reply with a yes in the chat box, please. It's a humble request. So I will be able to understand whether we are in alignment or not. Come on, guys. Do we need to understand how to approach maximum marks in the law paper? Yes. How to score more than 70 in the law paper? Yes. I'm waiting for all your replies. Okay, Arvind. Hariharan has replied with a yes. Thank you so much. Come on, guys. Siva has replied with a yes. That is great. Sri Priya, that is great. That is great. Fantastic, guys. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now you need to understand the basics, what I'm speaking. Similarly, you have to just reply me with a yes or no. So we'll stay connected. Okay. Now, please listen to this very, very carefully, guys. How to approach law to score more than 70. See this. The most important part that students doesn't understand is the order of learning law. See, in law, if you understand, there is going to be 5 acts. You already know this. In law, you already have 5 acts. You already know this. The five acts are Indian Contract Act, Sales of Goods Act, Indian Partnership Act, Limited Liability Act, Companies Act. This you already know. What you don't know is the order of preparation. The most important problem that a student face is he starts with the biggest act, contract. See, contract is such an act that is troubling every child in India, be it in any part of India, be it a child from the northern states of India, the southern state of India, or from anywhere in India. Indian Contract Act is a trouble for every child, and major problem that a student face is there in the Indian Contract Act. So what to do? Should we start with the Indian Contract Act only first? No, sir. No, ma'am. You cannot start with the Indian Contract Act first. Otherwise, what will happen? Your confidence will go down. So the first thing that every student in India need to understand is you need to have a proper knowledge of where to start, how to start, which chapter to take first, the most difficult element, which chapter to take first. Sir, the first chapter that you need to take is the Indian Partnership Act. The Indian Partnership Act is an easy act. We already have some knowledge about it because in the 11th standard, 12th standard, we have done some basic accounting. So the first act you need to take is the Indian Partnership Act. Second act that you need to take is the Limited Liability Partnership Act. See, Limited Liability Partnership Act is a very small act. It is asked in the examination for less marks also. But if you understand one thing, Indian Partnership Act, Limited Liability Partnership Act, it is a very known act to you. It is a very homely feeling to study these two acts because of the easiness involved in these acts. And that is why first you have to do Indian Partnership Act, second you have to do the Limited Liability Partnership Act. After this, third, you have to take the Companies Act. Why, sir? Why Companies Act third? Because this Companies Act is very important at the CA Inter also. In the CA Inter, in the law paper, Companies Act has a very huge weightage. Also, the language is much, much, much easy than the Indian Contract Act. So if you understand one basic thing, sir, very, very one small thing, out of the five acts, these three acts are very, very easy. What students who mistake is they first take the Indian Contract Act and they feel law is such a difficult paper. Absolutely wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't take the Indian Contract Act first. First, you need to take the Indian Partnership Act. Second, you need to take the LLP. And third, you need to take the Companies Act. If I talk little about weightage, which you already know, little, your 16 marks is your Indian Partnership Act. 5 marks is your LLP. And 13 marks is your Companies Act. If you do the total, ladies and gentlemen, if you do the total 16 plus 13, 29 plus 5, 34 marks easily you can achieve, even if you don't know a single alphabet of law, because of the easiness involved in these three acts. So the first and the foremost thing that a student need to understand is the order. Please do not start with the Indian Contract Act. Please don't start with the Indian Contract Act. Sir, ma'am, please listen to me. You have to start with the Indian Partnership Act, then LLP, then Companies Act. After that, you start with the Sales of Goods Act 1930. Again, a very, very easy act. Very easy act, not at all difficult. Language is also very, very easy, sir. Well, this act, if you ask me, again, is of 13 marks. This you already know. You already know this. So 34 plus 13, if you do, 13 marks of SOGA, if you do, you're only 47 marks easily you can achieve. With option I'm talking about, 47 marks you'll be easily able to do even if you do not do the Contract Act. So the first important thing, as I'm always speaking, is the order. You have to do the Indian Partnership Act, then you have to do the LLP, then the companies, then the SOGA, and at last, you have to do the Indian Contract Act. The most difficult one, please do at last. So even if few things are left now, you will be of such confidence that you know minimum of 47 marks, minimum 47 marks of law is there in your pocket. I would request everyone who's watching the lecture, please note down this order. This order is the most important thing even before appearing for CA Foundation law paper. Order is the most important. Order is everything. The first important element that we have discussed is the order. I would request everyone to please note this down and write me in the chat box whether you have noted this or not. Please. I'll wait for your answers. I'm waiting just in the chat box. Please tell me in the chat box whether you have noted this or not. Okay. Logeshwari is saying okay. Okay. Yes, guys. Please write me with a yes. Okay, noted. Okay, noted, noted, noted. That is fantastic. That is great. Okay, amazing, amazing, guys, amazing. Okay, fantastic. So order is the most important. Now, going ahead. Order is done. Now, what is the second most important thing? Just listen to me, whatever I'm saying. Whatever I'm saying. See, people, you know the law. Okay, you have read the law once. You understand everything. But what you need to understand once more is the language. See, law is a legal paper. Okay, if it is a legal paper, they will expect legal language from you. We cannot just write anything. Okay, they want legal language from you. For example, if I give you three basic examples, Aditya sir receives money. Is a good language. It is a good language. No problem. Aditya sir receives consideration. This is also good language. No problem. But they will give you marks only if you write the third option. Aditya sir receives lawful consideration. See, meaning of all three are same. All three are same. Aditya sir receives money, Aditya sir receives consideration, or Aditya sir receives lawful consideration. Meaning of all three is same, but they will expect this from you. They will expect this from you, and that is why your Anna is requesting you that if you want to score good in law, you need to have a very strong hammer on the language. On the language, you have to put your effort on the language. Language is very important in the law paper. Please tell me, you have to keep noting this. Okay, at the end of the session, we have the session is not going to be very much long. It is maximum half an hour, but in half an hour I'll teach you so many things that at the end, when the lecture is done, you will have a complete coverage and idea of how to score maximum marks in law. And at the end also, I will take your one-to-one doubt session. Whatever doubts you are having in the CA foundation paper to law, please tell me. I'll handle all your doubts. Just keep noting this. Have you noted the second point, guys? Please tell me. Have you noted the second point, guys? Then also I'll teach you how to learn the language, because the language is a bit trickier, right? So how to learn the language, that also I'm going to teach you. Please keep writing in the chat box whether have you noted the first 2 points, the order and the language. Done, guys? Okay, that is great. That is fantastic. That is great. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Now, okay, Anna, we understand the language is important. But Anna, how do we learn the language? Because the language is so trickier. The language is so trickier, Anna. We as kids face a lot of difficulty. Absolutely correct. When I was of your age, when I was not a chartered accountant, I was a student just like you amazing people. I was also appearing the CA foundation examination and facing difficulty. Then what to do? You need to hammer on something you call as keywords. Keywords is very important. In every answer there is a keyword. If you write that keyword in the examination, the examiner, the paper checker will give you marks. If you do not write that keyword in the examination, he will not give you marks. He will not, even if your entire answer is right and you have not mentioned the keyword, he will not give you marks. But even if your entire answer is not appropriate, but you have mentioned the keyword, he will give you mark, because the keyword is very important in the law paper. The keyword denotes the legal language. For example, there is a concept called as mutual agency in the Indian Partnership Act 1932, of which a very important keyword is there, something you call as cardinal principle. Mutual agency is called the heart of partnership. Mutual agency is called the cardinal principle, which means if you do not mention this cardinal principle word in the examination, the examiner will not give you marks. The examiner has a right to deduct your marks. Second, mutual agency is called the conclusive evidence. This is also a keyword. This is also a keyword, ladies and gentlemen. So if you do not mention this conclusive evidence keyword in the paper, the examiner will not give you marks. Third, for example, sharing of profit. There is a point called as sharing of profit. That sharing of profit is compulsory in partnership. So very important keyword is there. Prima facie evidence. Sharing of profit is the prima facie evidence. So if you do not mention this keyword, the examiner has the right to deduct your marks, which means in every answer, there is a keyword. You need to write that keyword in the examination. But Anna, how will we know what is the keyword, what is not the keyword? You don't have to worry, guys. I have prepared a very, very nice notes. I am just going to talk about it in a few in point number 6. That notes is going to be free for all. Don't worry about that. In that notes, what I have done, I have mentioned the notes is a color coded notes, which means whatever is the keyword, I have highlighted that. So if you write that keyword, your work is done. That notes is going to be free for all. No charge will be there. All you have to do is you have to just download the notes and you have to study from that. I am going to talk about it. Okay, so the third most important point is the keyword. Please, please, please keep noting this, guys. Please, please, please keep. You already know the law. Here we have gathered not how to learn law, but how to present law, how to approach law paper to score as maximum as possible. Please tell me, have you noted this point? Please write in the chat box, have you noted this point, guys? Done? Noted? Okay, thank you so much, Abdul Razak. Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. Siva, Sri Priya, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, guys. Okay. Now. Another most important thing. Guys. Another most important thing. Majority students, what they do now, they give the law paper, then they don't clear the law paper, unfortunately. And after that, they realize that they didn't even knew what was the paper pattern. See, our institute now will never release the paper pattern. But we as professors, we as your mentors, we as your annas, we do analysis of the paper and we have prepared a paper pattern which the institute follows very, very strictly. The institute is going to ask you questions from respective chapter through that paper pattern only. So you need to know the paper pattern today, not after exams. You need to know the paper pattern today, not after exams, guys. What major students do mistake, na? They give the law paper, then they don't clear, unfortunately, and then they analyze, then they do research. Okay, what was the paper pattern? You need to know that today, because of which what will happen, your mind will be very focused that, oh, out of question number 1, the question from this chapter will be asked. Out of question number 2, question from this chapter will be asked. So you need to know the paper pattern today. Today you need to know the paper pattern. Sir, what is the paper pattern, sir? Please listen to this. You can take a screenshot of this, but please first listen to me. See here. Your Anna has prepared a paper pattern also. See here. Question number 1, which is a compulsory question. Three questions are asked from that. Three questions are asked from respective chapter. First is the Indian Contract Act. Second is the Companies Act, and third is the Sales of Goods Act. Indian Contract Act, Companies Act, Sales of Goods Act. These three chapters will be there in your question number 1. It will be there in your question number 1. This will not change, which means you cannot skip the Indian Contract Act because it is there in the compulsory question. But at the same time, you have already done Companies Act and Sales of Goods Act, which means 2 acts which are easy, that is also there in your question number 1, ladies and gentlemen, which means if the 4 easy acts, if you do properly, that will help you in question number 1 also. Acha, also, I have also mentioned, out of the Indian Contract Act, a practical question will come, case study based. Out of the Companies Act, a practical question will come, case study based. Out of the Sales of Goods Act, now one direct question will come. Direct. They will directly ask you the provision. You have to directly write the answer. Second question is also from the Indian Contract Act, which is of 7 marks. Then you have the Limited Liability Partnership Act, a direct question, which is of 5 marks, which means if you see the question number 1, question number 2, they are asking you Indian Contract Act. In question number 2B, which is a fixed question for the Limited Liability Partnership Act for 5 marks, both these questions will be a direct question, no case study. Third is the Indian Partnership Act, a direct question of 2 marks. Then Indian Partnership Act, a direct question of 4 marks. And then the Indian Contract Act, a practical question of 6 marks, which means Indian Partnership Act will help you here with 6 marks. Again, you cannot leave the Indian Contract Act, guys, for a very simple reason. Indian Contract Act is there in question number 1, question number 2, question number 3. Now, you people know this today only because you are watching this lecture. People will not know this. Why? Because they will attempt the paper and then they'll come to know about this. But you need to know this today, so your mind is prepared. Okay, Baba. Question number 2 is going to be there of the LLP. Question number 3 is going to be there of the Indian Partnership Act and the Indian Contract Act. And that is why you need to know this today, not after the exams. Am I very, very clear, guys? Then next is the Sales of Goods Act. Question number. Okay, 1 second. Yeah. So this was your question number 1. This was your question number 2. This was your question number 3. This is your question number 4. This is your question number 5. And this is your question number 6, which means question number 4, Sales of Goods Act and Indian Partnership Act. This will give you a whopping 12 marks from your easy act. Question number 5, Sales of Goods Act and Companies Act, which means this will also give you very nice marks. Question number 6, again, Indian Partnership Act and Companies Act, and then again the Indian Contract Act, which means even if your Contract Act is a little improper, still if you do the remaining acts properly, 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, 24 marks is there in your pocket, which you need to know today only. 24 marks straight is there in your pocket, even if your Indian Contract Act is a little dicey, a little improper. So this you need to understand today only, guys. Again, out of the first question, please see this, which is a compulsory one. Companies Act plus Sales of Goods Act, 8 marks is there in your pocket, which means 24 plus 8, 32 marks. You have already cleared half of the law paper, sir. You have already cleared half of the law paper. Please tell me, do you understand this? Please tell me. I'll give you time to take screenshot. Please tell me, did you understand this, what I was trying to tell you, guys? It will be very grateful if you can write in the chat box. Done? Abdul Razak, Mohan Raj, Tarunika, Harish. Okay, Balaji saying yes, sir. Fantastic, fantastic. Please keep writing in the chat box so I'll understand you are there in alignment with me. Okay, that is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. Please take a screenshot of this. Very, very, very severely important. Very important, guys. This is very, very important to know the paper pattern today only and not after the exams. I understand clearly. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mohan Raj. Thank you. Done? Please take the screenshot of this also. Okay, Sujit. Okay. Okay, Saishri. Okay, Karthikeyan. Logeshwaram. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. Done? Okay, Abdul Razak. What do you mean by direct question? Vignesh, direct question means they will directly ask you the provision. You have to directly write the provision. They will not ask you case study or case law. Directly provision they will ask you. Okay, Vignesh Kumar? Okay, that is fantastic. Okay. Now, next. So you need to know, as of now, we have discussed 4 things. First is the order. Second is the language. Third is the keywords. Fourth is you need to know the paper pattern today. Done? Next is the most important, the most interesting one is the sections. Anna, how do we learn the sections? There are a lot of sections in the law paper and we need to understand how to learn the sections. Okay, whether we need to learn the sections or whether we don't have to learn the section. Now, please listen to this very, very carefully. Being a student, we are very much fascinated by the section. Okay, we want to learn the section, but learning section is very difficult. Now, what you can do is, I'll give a very nice trick. See this. For the Indian Partnership Act 1932, you can learn the sections. You can easily learn the section. The sections are very easy. Okay, if you check the HighQ YouTube channel, I have uploaded some videos of Indian Partnership Act. There, I have taught the students very easily how to learn the sections of the Indian Partnership Act. I have given them the tricks also. So you can definitely see that video to understand the easy section, like what are those sections which we can easily remember in the Indian Partnership Act. Second, the Companies Act. Companies Act is that act which is very important from your CA inter perspective as well. Which means for the Companies Act, the examiner will expect from you that you have to write the section, which means for the Companies Act, you have to write the section at any cost. You have to write the section again, again, again. You may find a lecture where I have taught students a trick on how to remember companies act sections, which may you find out at this channel only. So this will not be a problem for you. Third is the Indian Contract Act, which means if you ask me, being a student, what are those acts of which the examiner expects a student to write a section, then I will tell you there are only 3 acts of which an examiner will expect from you. First is the Indian Partnership Act 1932. Second is the Companies Act 2013. And third is the Indian Contract Act 1872. The remaining 2 acts, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Sales of Goods Act and the LLP. They are so simple. Even if you don't write the section, the examiner will not expect the section from you. You can directly ignore that. You can only focus on the content and not the section. You can directly ignore the section. But ladies and gentlemen, now very, very important thing I'm talking about. In the LLP Act, in December 22, there was some amendments. Those amendments till date, they have never asked you in the examination. Those amendments till date, they had never asked you in the examination. Those amendments are super important, supreme important, because if you see, the amendments came in December 22. In the December 22 examination, they didn't ask. In the June 23 examination, they didn't ask. But now, since this is the last attempt, they are going to ask you amendments. And that is why LLP becomes important in this attempt. It becomes important. You cannot leave the LLP. Very, very important. So they never asked in the examinations in December 22, but now they will ask you. Sir, where can we find these amendments? As I told you, I'll talk about the notes in the later points. In my notes, in the LLP section, amendments is also there, and the amendment is also color coded. So you can directly just, so the notes are like this: old provision, new provision. So you have to directly read the new provision, that is also color coded. So you can directly read the highlighted words and you'll be done. Needless to say that notes will be free, so that is not a problem. That will come to the later part of the lecture. Please tell me, do you understand this? Are you all with me? Please give me a confirmation, guys. Please give me a confirmation, guys. Please give me a confirmation, guys. Are you all with me? Okay, Abdul Razak, Mohan Raj, Vignesh Kumar, Induja. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Done? Okay, 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 great. That is great. That is great. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Now please listen to me very, very carefully. Whatever professor's notes you have read, that professor is the best professor, no problem. But what I have done is, I have compiled the entire law in 216 sites. 216 sites means it is only 108 pages. What I have done is, I have compiled the entire law in 108 pages only. The entire law, which covers the Indian Contract Act, the Companies Act, the Sales of Goods Act, the Indian Partnership Act, and the Limited Liability Partnership Act with amendments. Sir, is every provision covered? Major, all important provisions are covered in that notes. All important provisions are covered in that notes. Needless to worry about that. But sir, can we directly write those notes in the examination? No. Those notes are important for the keywords. The keywords are there which are highlighted. Those keywords you have to write in the examination, which means you have to take my notes and the respective professor's notes. You have to understand that out of my notes, the keywords which are there, that you have to highlight in your notes, and then you can refer your notes. Otherwise, you can directly just refer my notes, learn the keyword which is highlighted, and then you can just read your respective professor's notes. I am very, very sure you'll be able to score easily more than 70 in the law paper. Very, very easy. Sir, what are those notes? Those notes are clear-cut, color-coded notes. A color-coded notes is there. The notes are color-coded, which means blue color, which is normal law. Everyone has to write that. But red color one, which is the keyword, which everyone has to write to score good marks. Sir, the keywords are highlighted in red. The keywords are highlighted in red. Okay, then in that notes only, you will find out 70 case study questions. In that notes, you will find out 70 case study questions, guys. 70 case study questions. Students are most feared about how to attempt case study questions as well. In that notes, I have put 70 case study questions. If you do that 70 case study questions, not even the institute has got more than questions in more questions than this. So your Anna has prepared in a very nice manner, so you can study that and you'll be done with the case study questions as well. That case study covers the 70 case study questions cover case study from all the acts. All the acts. Last but not the least, that notes also has 25 case laws. Case laws from all the respective acts, be it Indian partnership, be it your contract act, whatever, everything is covered in that 25 case laws with photographs, with keywords. And let me tell you guys, let me tell you, this everything is covered in 108 pages only. And we are not selling any notes, guys. Please, we are not selling any notes. That notes is going to be free for all. Everyone can just download it. Everyone can just read it, because every student is now our student who wants to clear CA foundation examination. So with that belief that every student who's watching the lecture is a HighQ student, you can just easily download it and you can utilize it as well. Okay, sir, where will we get those notes? You don't have to worry. This notes now, I will put it in the description box. After this lecture is uploaded, you can just check it, check the same lecture tomorrow or at night. By night or maximum by tomorrow, in the description box of this lecture, the notes will be uploaded. You can just easily download those notes and you can utilize it. You can share it with your friends who are in need and you'll be done. We are not selling any notes. We are just helping every student, because I believe every parent is the best parent who is helping their child to clear CA foundation examination. And I know, because I am from a middle class family, so I know what effort my parents have done to earn that money to put in classes. And what if a student doesn't clear? That hope, that dreams of the parents is shattered. So I am not here to sell the notes, sir. I am not here to sell the notes. You please take that notes. Please pray to God that you clear the CA examination. If you clear the CA examination, I'll believe that my younger brother or sister has cleared the CA examination. And I'll be very, very happy for you all. Okay. No problem, Harini. No problem, Siva. Aspirant Mohan Raj. Okay, that is great. So this, whatever important thing I told you, the notes will be a color-coded one. The keywords are highlighted in red, which you have to write in the examination. In that notes only, you will find 70 case study questions. 70. If you do these case study questions, you are done. You don't have to do anything extra. And then you have to do the 25 case laws. Everything is covered in 108 pages only. It is covered in 108 pages only, which is 216 sides, 108 pages. It will be a humble request to each one of you, if you can download those notes in the color form only, because I have literally, literally I have colored the keywords. So if you download it in the black and white format, it will not be good for you. So it's a humble request from my side. Please download it in the color format only. So it will be very easy for you to just read those notes. Being a student, what you have to do, just read those notes, memorize the keywords from those notes, and then just read the professor's answer of whatever coaching class you have studied. You will be easily done through. That's a challenge. Okay. No problem, Balika. No problem. Done, guys. Please tell me, are you all with me? Did you understand everything, whatever I spoke in the last 30-40 minutes? Okay. Okay, that is great. That is great. So this was the most important thing that you need to understand to score maximum marks in law paper. Now, coming to one more subject, something you call as BCR. Now, sir, what to do with BCR? Now, please listen to me. BCR is a very easy paper. You have got MCQs in BCR. Now, BCR, you need to understand this, that out of 40 marks, which is there in the BCR, 30 marks, you have to score. You have to, please see this, you have to score 30 marks out of 40 marks in BCR. See, BCR is very easy. It's very, very easy. It's not as difficult as law. It is a very quick MCQ pattern. So out of 40 marks, you have to score 30 marks, because that 30 marks, if you score in BCR, that will act as a base for scoring 70 marks in law paper. See, I'll tell you. I'll just explain in a very short manner. Let us assume you score 30 marks in BCR out of 40. So 30 marks is BCR. And then this 24 marks which you will score even without referring the contract. This 8 marks compulsory one you will score even without referring the contract. And the remaining question, if I ask you, let us say you did not attempt question number 6 because one question you will have to leave. Okay, one question you will have to leave. Let us say do not attempt question number 6, but again here 5 marks you can score through LLP. Again here 6 marks you will score through partnership. Again here easily, even if you don't do Indian contract act properly, na 8 plus 5, if you understand 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 plus 6, 19, 19 plus 24 marks. Please tell me 19 plus 24, everybody. 19 plus 24, everybody, please tell me what is 19 plus 24. Come on, you know maths, right? 43. Yes or no? Okay, okay. So 43 marks you will be easily. So what will happen? You know what will happen? See this. Even if your contract act is a little dicey, 43 marks you can easily attempt in the law paper. Easily attempt in the law paper. This will not be a problem for you. Plus 30 marks from BCR. This 30 marks MCQ you have to score in BCR. Out of this 43, even if you get 35 marks, let us say you wrote the answer very diligently and examiner still wanted to cut your marks. Still, if he wanted to cut your marks, then guys, please see this. Even if he's cutting your marks and you score 35, this 30 is MCQ. Nobody can cut. $65 marks you are getting, even if your contract is dicey. Even if you don't touch the Indian contract act 1872, still you will be easily able to score 65 marks. Now, please understand, if you do the Indian contract act, you will be easily able to touch more than 70, 75. But what is the most important thing is I told you is the order, language, keywords, question bank, the color coded notes, the case laws, the 70 case studies. That's it. Yes, Harini, there is minus marks, but this 30 you have to score very diligently. Then there will be no problem for you. Did you understand this concept? Please give me a confirmation. Did you understand this concept? Please give me a confirmation. You BCR, you have to score 30 because this will be a base for scoring 70 in your entire law and BCR paper. Yeah, not MCQ. I'm telling about 30 marks you have to score in BCR. That is what I was telling you. Yeah, not that, Rahul. I'm just telling you that BCR you have to score 30, not the MCQ pattern. I'm just giving you a brief confirmation. So the writing is there, right? The communication is there. So out of that, that is a very easy part. So that 30 you have to score. That is what I was telling you, not the MCQ one. Am I very clear? Done? Sanjay, Pavi, Santosh, Mohan. Okay, so what I was telling you is, see, law, even if your contract act is not proper, you'll be easily able to touch 43. BCR, which is more of a communication, letter writing, etc., etc. Not the MCQ. I was just giving you an example. Out of 40, you have to score out of 40, you have to score 30, which will act as a great base for you for scoring 70. Yeah, Abdul, it is not MCQ. I was giving you an example. That is, I was telling you that you can easily score as easy as MCQ. Do you get this? Done? No, Vignesh, it does not contain negative marking. Na? I was giving an explanation that in BCR, you can easily score 30 marks as easy as you can score in an MCQ. Okay. I apologize if you are mistaken. BCR is not an MCQ paper. It is a writing paper. you have to write communication letters, etc., etc. So what I was telling you is you can easily score 30 marks in the BCR, as easy 30 as you can score in an MCQ. It is not an MCQ paper, guys. Done? Okay, okay, fantastic. So this is what I wanted to tell you, that it's a very easy paper. It is not difficult paper. Thank you so much, Arvind. Thank you so much, Hamsa, for replying. Okay, great, great, great. So this is what I was telling you, that it is not difficult to score in law. It is very easy to score in law if you understand the pattern. So what do you need to understand? A very quick revision. What do you need to understand, guys? First important was the order. Second important was the language. Language is very, very important. For language, you need to know the keywords. Sir, for keywords, what do we need to do? For keywords, you need to highlight, you need to know the main word, what you have to write in the examination. Where will you get that? I have prepared a question bank for you, only 108 pages, which is free for all. It is a color coded notes. Okay, so if you remember that word, so what, being a student, what do you have to do? You have to just see that word, you have to learn that word. Once you learn that word, just read your respective professor's answer from where you have studied the concept. You will be done. Okay. And that question bank only considers 70 case studies. So if you do that case study question, you are done. Nothing apart from that you have to do. And you have to do the 25 case laws as well. Okay. Sir, where will you get this free material, sir? Is this saleable? No, sir. Everything is not saleable. Na? Everything is not saleable. You're like my brother and sister. So please, this is not saleable. This will get this in the description box of this lecture, either by the end of the night or by tomorrow. By tomorrow end, you have to just check and download it. It's a free material. Please use it and you will be done. Okay. Then paper pattern, as I told you, you need to know the paper pattern today. You need to know the paper pattern today. Okay. Sections. The Indian Partnership Act section is important. Companies Act is important. Indian Contract Act is important. For the Indian Partnership Act and Companies Act, I have made a trick on how to remember the section. The lecture is uploaded on the HighQ channel. You can just definitely go and see it as well. SOGA and LLP, you don't have to remember the sections, but yes, amendments are super important, which is there in the question bank also. So the question bank will take care of that. And BCR, as I told you, in the BCR paper, easily you can score 30 marks. It is a letter writing, communication, etc., etc. As easy 30 as you can score in an MCQ. Okay, so BCR easily you can score 30, which will act as a base for scoring 70 in law. So at the last, I concluded that even if your contract act is a little dicey, easily you can attempt 43 marks plus 30 marks, 65 marks easily you can attempt. Out of that 43, you can easily get 35. BCR, easily they'll give you 30, 65 marks easily you'll be able to get in the examination. And. So you have to see, for this 30 marks in BCR, you have to attempt 40. That I also know, you also know. But they will not give you 40. They will give you 30. Here they will give you 35. 65 marks easily be able to attempt, even if the contract act is a little dicey. If you do contract act properly, easily you will be able to score more than 70 marks. But keep it as a last priority. First, you have to do the remaining acts. So this is what I wanted to conclude. Now, I would request everyone, whoever has any doubt, please put it in the chat box. I would like to address all your doubts as your brother, mentor, Anna. Please, in the chat box, you can write your doubts. And then I can easily answer. Please tell me, are you all with me? In the chat box, please mention me. Are you all with me? In the chat box, please tell me, are you all with me? I would request everyone. Okay. Okay. Abdul Razak says yes. Thomas says yes. Siva says yes. Okay. Sir, can we get the question bank? Yes, Rahul. Obviously, you will get the question bank. Karthikeyan says thank you so much. Thank you so much, Karthikeyan. Thank you. Balika says yes. Hamsa says yes. R Khan says yes. Sir, can you do videos on Soga? Santosh Balaji, I think my Soga lecture will be uploaded on the HighQ channel only, so you can access that. Don't worry. Sir, how to present case study question in examination? Very nice question. Mushira has asked, how to present case study? See, for case study, first, you need to, so case study. First of all, in that question bank, case study presentation is also there. But yes, since a student has asked me, I will definitely answer you. First, you need to write the provision. For example, as per section 6 of the Indian Partnership Act 1932 dot dot dot. As per section 6 of the Indian Partnership Act 1932, true test of partnership. This is a section of true test of partnership. You have to write the provision of true test of partnership. Then you have to mention point number 2, facts of the case. In this facts of the case, you have to explain them the question. That what is the question asking you, what is happening in the question, the scenario of the question, you have to explain it to them in the facts of the case. And third, you have to write the conclusion. You have to connect the provision here. You have to connect the provision with the facts of the case. And appropriately, you have to write a conclusion. This is what you have to, this is the perfect case study presentation. This is what the institute expects from you all: provision, facts of the case, and conclusion. Done? Yes, Mohan Raj, even if you write fully the PCR, at some point they will cut your marks. Okay, so since it is a theory paper, the institute will never give you full marks. Like even if your 40 marks is correct, they will never give you full marks. So I follow a little conservatism, and I think that even if I write 40 marks correct, they will give me 30 marks. 10 marks they may cut, even if everything is correct. And that is why I requested you that you write full 40-mark paper, but you score 30. And in law also, even if you write 43 correct, everything is correct, they will give you 30, 35. So easily you will touch 60, even if you don't do the Indian Contract Act. But once you do the Indian Contract Act, easily you'll be able to score more than 70, 75. Okay, another very nice question Arvind has asked me, sir, in examination, whether we need to start answering BCR first or law first. So what I tell the student, that in examination, first, you do BCR. You give it only 1 hour, which is 40 marks. You give 1 hour to BCR and cover your 40 marks. Because see, that is letter writing and all. That is communication and all. Quickly you can write that, very, very quickly. After 1 hour, your 40 marks will be secured. Your confidence will be on peak because you have already covered the 40 marks. So in the first 1 hour, what you have to do is just write the BCR paper very, very quickly. Very, very quickly, because after 1 hour, 40 marks will be covered. Your confidence will be on peak. After the next 1 hour, the next 2 hours, slowly, you will write the law paper. Because see, law requires a lot of attention, lot of focus. Okay, in the initial first hour, what happens is, in the first hour, you're a bit nervous. Okay, that examiner will come to you. He will check your face with the hall ticket. Okay, he will take your autograph, he will take your signature. That will irritate you. Law, you cannot afford irritation. You need peace. Okay, so that is why the first hour you will not find peace. So that you give to BCR. You finish it quickly. Then the next 1 hour. So once the first hour is done, the next 1 hour, here you will find a little bit peace. And that is why you have to start law here. You will be very much peaceful in the next 1 hour. You can easily write law. You can write the best sections, best answers of the law paper here. Here, you need to complete 30 marks only. This 30 marks is going to be your best 30 marks. Nobody will cut your 30 marks because here you will be at peace. And again, the next 1 hour will be a little disturbing for you because that is the last 1 hour. Here also, you will have to write law. But here, the next 30 marks, you will have to write that 30 marks law, which is a little, less irritated. See, the first 1 hour is the BCR. The next 1 hour is the law. That law which you can easily score. And the last 1 hour is that law which is a bit difficult for you. Because even if the answer remains, it's fine. Because any which ways it was very difficult for you, you are not able to answer that. For example, in this 1 hour, answer the Indian Contract Act. because the Indian Contract is difficult for everybody. So even if your Indian Contract Act is left, you are not able to complete the entire answer, it's fine. Because any which ways, Indian Contract Act, you are not able to write the entire answer. Then why do you have to attempt it here? Please attempt it here. Okay, Arvind, do you understand this? Sir, how will get notes? Sir, you will get this notes in the description box by the end of today, by tonight or by tomorrow night. You will get this. Please keep checking the description notes of today's lecture. Practice is must to finish this time. Yes, Mohana, definitely you need to practice a lot. You need to practice a lot. Every day you have to write minimum 2 to 3 answers. And so you will have a great hand holding on the law paper. Charupriya, you will take all the chapters. Ma'am, lecture, we are not taking any lectures as of now. Only notes we are providing. Lectures, I think it will be uploaded in the HighQ channel. Not all, but few chapters will be uploaded. Even if I write these provisions, facts, conclusion to all the case study question, I get only 40, even 30 plus. What wrong am I doing? Whether a presentation answer is wrong, sir? No, Rahul. Rahul Raj. No, Rahul Raj, your presentation is not wrong. It is the institute's belief. See, what they do is, even if everything is correct now, some marks they will deduct. They will never give you full marks. Let us say our answer is of 5 marks. They will give you maximum 4. So we need to take the conservatism principle, and we need to understand one thing, that even if everything is correct, they will not give you full. And that is why I told you that 43 marks, even if you write it correctly, they are not going to give you 43. They'll give you 30, 35. The best answer also, they'll deduct it. And that is why you'll get 30, 35. You are absolutely correct on your part. It is the institute's policy to deduct few marks. Did you get this, VK Ragul? Okay. Any other question, please? I would love to address any other question if you have. Okay. If at all you find any value addition from this video, I will request you to please share it to your friends also. So they will also have access to the notes. They can also see what is missing in law, and they'll have a better understanding of this lecture. If you find this lecture useful, do like to the channel. Okay, do like to the video, because it is a motivation for HighQ. Do subscribe to the channel. It is free for us, but it is motivation for the HighQ. But definitely share it to your friends. The most important part is sharing, because they can also have access to the video, what is important in law paper. So they'll also able to score maximum marks in the law paper. Any other doubts, please, guys? I would like to address any other. Because see, today at HighQ, what I want is we can reach maximum number of students. This is what is my aim. This is what the HighQ's aim. We want to reach maximum students to help them. And that is why I've kept the notes also free. So if at all you find this value addition, please, if at all you can write in the chat box. So for that, we have to write more answers without staying at one question. Am I correct? Yes, Harini, absolutely correct. Very, very thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Santosh Balaji. Will there be classes for all subjects like these? Yes, take it easy. There may be. I am not sure. There may be law. So classes are already done. Okay, you can contact the HighQ number. They will provide you the respective lectures. Classes are already done for law for this attempt. If you want the lectures, you can contact them. And on the YouTube also, you will find few chapters. Very useful session, Anna. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much, Balika. Thank you, but we expect a lot turn out to be an utter mistake after results. That is why, Rahul, what I have done is, since you do not find any trouble, the keyword has been highlighted. There may be a possibility you miss keywords in the examination. There may be a possibility you don't study all the case studies. There may be a possibility you don't study all the case laws. That is why in the notes, everything is mentioned. So if you do the notes, this time I'm very sure you will surely clear the CA foundation. Sir, even if you know answer, when it comes to case law, we are confused about how can we approach. Okay, so that is what Abdullah I'm telling you. See, how to approach I've already covered, right? You miss the keywords. You don't write the case law. You don't write the section. Chalo, for every act, you don't have to write the section, but at least for few acts, you have to write the section. So if you don't write the section, if you don't write the keyword, how will they give you marks? Will there be classes for all subjects? Yes, take it easy. There'll be classes for all subjects like this. If you want it, you can just directly contact the HighQ, and they'll provide you access to all the lectures. But that you have to talk with them only by charging, of course, some fees for that. But yes, on the YouTube, few lectures are uploaded. You can see them. Okay. Any other doubt? Any other doubt, guys? Thank you so much, Anna. Thank you. Thank you. Logeshwaram says, thank you so much, Logeshwaram. Sir, as your words will pass this time. Yes, Rahul definitely will pass this time. See, what I understand. Our parents have invested a lot on us. Okay, just imagine, please imagine that when the day starts in the morning, our mother and father, they just go to work. They work every single day. They don't even know what is the meaning of holiday. Just to spend on us, just to pay your fees at respective classes. Okay, and what do they expect from us is just you to clear the CA examination for your success, not their. So we as students, now it is absolutely our responsibility to make our parents proud. You know, if you clear the CA examination, you can take them to a good hotel, you can give them a nice car, you can give them a nice house. That is what CA degree provides you. Because our parents, they just invest in us like this only. Like whatever you want, they'll give you. And every parent is the best parent in the world. They do so much for us, so much for us. And they do it every single day. They don't ask for holiday. So we as students, now it is our responsibility to give them happiness, happiness, and only happiness. And how will we give them happiness? By clearing the CA foundation examination. So it's a humble request to each student who's listening to me. Please, 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 guys, we have to make our parents proud. Your parents are my parents. We have to make our parents proud. And for that, we have to study very, 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 very hard. It's fine if you sleep less. It's fine if you eat less. No problem. No problem. This attempt, let's eat less. This attempt, let's sleep less. And then we'll immediately meet in the CA inter examination. Our parents will be so proud. Their heads will be so up that my son, my daughter is a CA foundation cleared now. And that is what we need to do it together. And for that, I am with you. HighQ is with you. But for that, you need to study hard. Thank you so much, Mohan Raj. Thank you so much. Okay. So will we do it together? I really want to know. Will you clear the CA foundation exam this attempt? Please write a yes, a very nice yes in the chat box. Very nice yes in the chat box. And write it with a belief that this time you are going to make your parents proud. Your parents are going to be super, super, super happy. They'll bless you every single day that what a child I have who have studied in every possible manner, who have studied so hard. And today, he or she is a CA foundation clear student. Yes. Yes, guys. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much, Arvind. Thank you so much. Yes. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Amazing. This is great. This is great. So with this belief, with this blessing, I bless to every my student who is watching this lecture that you are going to, yes, you are going to clear your CA foundation exam this attempt and make your parents proud, come what may. Just to tell you, even if the world is against you, I am with you, HighQ is with you. Even if the world is against you, your parents are with you, HighQ is with you, I am with you, and you are very, very sure going to the CA foundation in this attempt. Yes, please, please, please keep studying. Keep hustling. God is watching. God is everywhere. He watches everything. And you are going because and you are doing such a nice work. You know why are you clearing CA? Why do you want to do CA? Not for money. Money you can earn through various forms. You are not doing CA for money, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, you're doing it to make your parents proud. Such a nice work if you do, even God will be with you. Even God will be with you because such a nice and humble work you are doing. You have only one objective to make your parents proud. Okay, and that is why I bless each student who's watching this lecture to please just study, study, and study, and I'm very sure you'll clear your CA foundation examination. Okay, guys. So with this, I end today's lecture. It was phenomenal to teach you. It was phenomenal to guide you. I hope this lecture gives you little value addition. If you find that this lecture gave you value addition, please share it to your friends as well. Um, please like the lecture because this is free for us, but this is a motivation for our channel, HighQ. Also subscribe to the channel. Also, one very important announcement that during exam time, the 31st December, we may again come online to complete the entire law in 4 to 5 hours before examination. We may again come online on the 31st December and we will cover the entire law before examination, like 1.5 days before the examination. 31st December, you'll give your accounts paper. Okay, so we'll connect at around 5 or 6 p.m. till 12. We may complete the entire law in 5 to 6 hours. We may complete the entire. I'm just not sure. I'll just have to check the slot. If it is available, we may complete the entire law in 5 to 6 hours, and then you will have entire 1 day to study law in BCR. And that is why you have to stay. You have to subscribe to the channel to stay updated. Thank you so much, Hamza. Thank you. Yes, yes, Lavanya, you will definitely clear in this last attempt. CA is passion, not for money. Definitely. Okay. So with this, we end today's lecture. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I bless each one of you that you are going to clear a CA foundation this attempt. Stay updated. Stay subscribed to the channel. Like the video. Share it to your friends as well. And you will find the notes in the description box by today or by tomorrow. And thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Let us end today's lecture. Yes. Also, guys, if at all you find today's lecture valuable, if I want everybody to just please comment down once the lecture is uploaded. Please put a comment down. This comment, it is actually what happens, whatever comment a student puts, it is like a memory for me. I just take a screenshot or a video of it and save it as a memory, because my student has took out its valuable time and commented for me. So whenever you got time, please put a comment down. I want to record it just for my memory. I'll definitely wait for all your comments. I'll record it and I'll put it on my Instagram. So I'll just wait for your comments. That is for me. That is not for HighQ. Okay. So thank you so much. I'll definitely wait for your valuable time. All the best to each one of you. Definitely meet very, very soon. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye. See you. See you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Welcome, Yumana Devi. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.